A 15-year-old Charlotte whose mother is suffering from a disease that they all do not know, and it's eating her life up. Welcome back to the Real Lights. Since she looks like she's living in her last days, Charlotte takes care of her mother and does everything. Charlotte's father, who died a few years ago because he was sick and did not get the treatment he needed. Before all this happened, they were a happy family and lived as a family of 5. Their father, mother, and 3 children all in the house, but they were poor, and this was quite something they were used to. Charlotte and her other siblings were all in school. They used to live a normal life like any other family. Their mother always used to go to the garden and dig and harvest. She was the breadwinner, let me say. Since Dad was sick, this was the kind of life that they were living in before today. A few years later, 2 children decided to go to the city to look for paying jobs so that they can take care of the family because of the kind of poverty they were living in was too much. Since Charlotte was young, she decided to stay and focus on her studies. Her father started getting more weaker every single day. Before they knew it, his bones had started breaking. They tried taking him to the hospital, which failed, and few days later he died. After his death, life continued and Charlotte was still going to school as usual. The mother would try and do everything at home, and when Charlotte was back from school, she would try to help with housework. Few days later, her mother started feeling pain in her legs and back. She got weak too and was not able to go to the garden anymore. She was taken to the hospital and doctors found nothing after several checkups. They advised her to get home and rest. Instead of getting better, her condition just worsened. She started getting thinner and thinner, and now this became a serious issue. She went back to the hospital, still nothing happened. At the hospital, they thought it was HIV and AIDS running through her blood, but when they tested, they were completely wrong since the result turned out to be negative. Everyone was confused and all she did was to go back home. At this time, she thought this was something to do with witchcraft. She decided to go to the wizard to find out from him. She was given some local medicine which she took for some time and did not help her at all. Charlotte's mother realized that since the hospital and the wizard could not help her, she turned around and headed to the Christians to pray for her. They prayed but nothing happened. No cure at this particular moment. She was confused and started thinking that there was not any kind of medication that was ever going to work for her. She gave up and went for death to come for her, but it did not. After some time, she could not move anymore, so Charlotte had no option but to drop out of school and take care of her dying mother because she's all what she had. Charlotte vows to never leave her dying mother behind. It is a very sad story from the family of Charlotte. Let's all gather and pray for Charlotte and her mother. Thank you for watching. Kindly don't forget to subscribe. Please put Charlotte in your prayers.